Hi Dom, hi Sam, nice to meet you. Thank you for joining me.
No problem.
Nice to meet you.
You've just launched a new consumer brand into the market, Ultima. Why?
Mainly is understanding the consumer is where it originated from, and why we went down that path to sort of strip away we're very proud of Trade Window Centre and the group and everything else, but I think ultimately when our installers are in the front room with the customer, that's not what they need to see. It's more of a consumer brochure that's dedicated to them. It takes us out of that situation in a sense.
You come from an installation background yourself. Do you feel as if when you're talking to your customers, your trade customers, do you feel as if you have more of an affinity with them, with what they want from your own experience?
I guess I would still class myself as an out-and-out installer. I've done the installation side of this for a lot longer than I've made a window. I've fitted them for longer. So when I do talk to a customer, it is very much, I still feel like I'm just talking to a fellow installer. That hits home with probably every customer that I ever talk to.
You put several systems side by side and you chose Epwin. When you're talking to Epwin, you're dealing with Epwin, do you think you can talk to them separately or differently as you would, say, a fabricator who doesn't have that installation background and experience?
A big tick in a box with Epwin is that they understood and wanted to understand the consumer, because I think at the end of the day, as much as we all are business to business, and Epwin extrude profile and we put it together and then, said glazing installer goes and fits it. At the end of the day, we still sell to that homeowner. We're not extruding profile to sell to an installer as such. That's going to end up in somebody's home as a big investment that they will make. So I think what we did feel a little bit of a disconnect with some systems houses where that weren't really understood.
Thanks, Dom. So actually, Sam, that's a really good point to bring you in. As a sales director of the whole group, what's your take on the Ultima brand and your strategy going into 2026?
When I came to the organisation, there was 5 businesses, and we looked at each individual business and looked at where their individual strategy was and how that worked under the umbrella. And with Trade Window Centre, it was very much positioned as a small, local, regional fabricator that really operated around Yorkshire, and it was really how we do that transition. So the Fit Show was the first part of that transition. The next thing was to assure that we had the right product range and the portfolio to reach the kind of customers that we need to in order to hit our targets of 15 million in 5 or 6 years' time. The next stepping stone was to have this consumer brand, and Ultima was born, and it was important that we differentiated. We gave our customers the chance of differentiating themselves. As we go into 2026, we are looking now for really serious strategic growth. So growth in territories, growth with customer type, but also working with Dom and his manufacturing team to make sure that we can scale up. And one of the attractions of where we're based in South Yorkshire is the ability to scale up with staff. The biggest challenge with all fabricators, and I've experienced this throughout my whole career, is staff. Where do you get experienced fabrication and office staff? And in South Yorkshire in particular, we seem to be extraordinarily lucky, and it is a really unique part of the country. And that gives us confidence and confidence in our strategy, but confidence in for us to deliver on our strategy.
Good luck, the both of you, and hopefully this time next year we'll be able to see the fruits of those endeavours.
Yeah, can we book in then for one in 6 months' time to see whether we're actually any good?
Consider it done. Thank you.
Okay, nice one.